Question. I don't know.
In this lonely ass world, it's getting colder. I'm not going nowhere if I cannot take my boat there. My mind was bred a little different, yeah, from my own past. If I see heat, why the fuck would I wanna go there? Mama, I make you smile. Mama, your little nigga came from wildin'. Mama, always got in trouble, I was shouted. Mama, now I'm staring at shit. Mama, I'm the pilot. Mama, if I want something, I'ma go get it. Mama, swim with the sharks, piranhas, and fishes. Mama, it's so hard down here, God is my witness. Mama, I know where I'm going. Mama, I'm a fan. It's hard not knowing who is really gonna be there for me. I wish you could be here to see me the day I start touring. Shit be on my mind every second when I'm not recording. I'm waking up conversating with the Lord every morning. I mistakenly took the wrong path, I had to rewind. I fumbled trying to move too fast, I had to keep trying. Growing up I got in trouble, told myself to keep lying. So much stress be building up, swear I be needing me time.
Grand Rising. This is your girl Reese, aka the best that ever did it, and I'm on the road with my sister and my niece. We on our way to North Kakalaki to spend the holidays and festivities with my aunt and my cousins. So we're gonna have a good time in North Kakalaki, y'all. But before we get into today's shows and today's topics, can y'all hear me okay? I hope so. I do want to say y'all need to get that book Shades the Blue by A.M. Morning. That book is like that. And also Molly Moore Seymour's. And when you get them together, they make a great stocking stuffer. If you get it now, I think she's still giving you 5% or 10% off. But DM Molly for the Molly Moore Seymour's. You know Seymour's has 102 vitamins and minerals, and which your body needs 92 of them. It helps boost your immune system. It actually help your metabolism and make you feel full longer. And the stuff that Molly Moore do with his sea moss, man, I'm trying to tell you. He does the tea, the lemonade, and he has it in the gelatinous form. And you can mix that in your coffee or your tea, whatever you like. He like to make smoothies with eggs. But I'm trying to tell y'all to boost your immune system. You know you're gonna be around family. You know half of them gonna be sick. You know them little snot nosed kids. It's Christmas time, and they're gonna want to come up to you, touch you, hug you, and all that. So yeah, you definitely need the extra coverage of an immunity boost. Molly Moss, Sea Moss, like I said, and Shades of Blue. Hey, great stocking stuffers, and you thinking outside the box. All righty. So, hello? Ooh, ooh, okay. I know. Look, I'm on the road and I'm bouncing all over the place. Because my sister, she used to drive for Mario Andretti, so we all over the road and stuff. But she getting it though. Right now, look at that passing the 18 wheeler. Yeah, she drive like that. I think everybody in our family drive like that. They don't drive speed limit. They just go what? So yeah, but it's all good. It's all good. I heard my niece drive like that too. I haven't rode with my niece yet, but I heard she's a speed demon too. But look, they get you where you need to go, and you arrive safe and sound. Your hair might be out of place, and you may be a little shooken, but you will be there safe and sound, and that's all that matters. You know, I plead the blood of Jesus over us traveling all the time, though. All the time, you got to travel with Jesus as the pilot. My sister's the co-pilot. Jesus is the pilot, so we're in good hands. And you know, and I thank him for the blessing. I thank him for the for being able to just meet and be with my family at times like this. As I was saying before, I don't do holidays well. because holidays aren't holidays anymore. It doesn't seem to feel like Christmas. You know how they say it doesn't feel like Christmas anymore on the best man holiday. Y'all remember that? The little fat little light skinned girl. It doesn't feel like Christmas. So it doesn't feel because your family has increased and got smaller. People passed, and it's just different dynamics as you get older. I noticed one thing: as you get older and you see your friends, your generation past, and people around you, you be like, damn. When you young and you coming up, you think these people been with me all my life. They're gonna be with me throughout my life. That you don't have to see them go or pass. It's just, I guess it's just a sign of maturing and getting older. You know, Molly Mo, where you at? You got my video lined up for me. I'm in the back, so I can't see nothing. I don't see the people coming in. I can't see the video. I don't know if I'm in here by myself or with somebody. I am totally at the mercy of Mr. Molly Mall. Where you at, Mall? I can't hear you. See, you got a video. I got a couple of videos that I came across over the weekend, and it brought forth some attention. I was like, attention need to be shown on this. Have y'all noticed that every time I talk about something or a topic or something, it's being in the news the next week? That's right. It be in the news the next week. I'm like, they biting off us because we talked about this topic first. We was the first one that brought that news story, and then next thing you know, boom, boom, boom. It's in the news. See, y'all get it fresh. Y'all get it early. Y'all better pay attention. That's what you better do. Because we talking about some serious stuff, and the stuff be so good and serious that the other people be listening, and they want to reiterate what we be talking about on the Morning Mac show. How about that? How about that? I can't see no chats or nothing. Like I said, I don't even know if I'm in here by myself. I can't know how to work this thing because I'm usually on my laptop. But today I'm on the phone because I'm on the road again. I'm on the road and I can't see nothing, no dang on chats. And how do I get out? Okay, there we go. Oh, okay. I'm waiting for the video to come up. I don't even know if I can share my screen before the video is up. I don't know. I don't think so. But anyway, yeah, that's what we're doing. We're on our way for the festivities, and it's going to be a great time. What we do in our family, Christmas Eve, is like the the pajama party. Everybody get around in their pajamas and their loungers, and we exchange gifts, play games, and all that good stuff. I am so excited. Yes, and guess what, y'all? We're going to do the suspect challenge. Yes. I can't wait to do the suspect challenge. See, I got something for y'all. Y'all may think just because I'm a little, this body is broken down, but my heart and spirit isn't. So as long as I got heart and spirit, I'm going to make it do what it do. I'm trying to make it do what it can do. Like I said, I'm not as limber as I used to be. I can't do the physical strength and stuff that I used to, but I'm going to try to do something. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to do something. And I love challenges. I love playing games. I already know that. So it should be a good time to be had by everybody. And I love it because I get to spend time with my younger generation, my older generation, and my generation. It's a bunch of generations there. I think it's 3 generations. My aunt, our generation, and then our kids. Okay, it's 3 generations there. And that's beautiful right there. So I'm going to be around 3 generations this weekend, sharing stories and experiencing new things. Because the young folks help keep you young. If I want to know something new or something, I would go to myself, what does this mean? What does that mean? And what they saying this and that? You ask the young folks and they'll put you up on game. Because other than that, they done changed the vernacular. They done changed everything the way we used to run and play the games. They got something else out here they doing. They doing something totally different than it was when we was coming up. and you need the younger folks to keep you abreast of things. Uh, find out what's going on. Because I had no idea a glizzy was a damn gun or a damn hot dog for that matter. It's just like, wow, they did all of that to say hot dog, glizzy. They don't even know how to spell it. I used to call it glizzy and hot donut from Krispy Kreme. Now that's a glizzy. A hot glazed donuts. Yeah, that's a glizzy. But damn, it's just, and then the men gotta say no homo every time they do something. They gotta say no. I don't understand that. Women not going around saying no lesbian, no lesbian, but the guys gotta say no homo. I don't get that either. Y'all need to stop playing them games. Good morning.
Hi, Miss Beautiful Althea. I just heard you're going lesbian, huh? I love it.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not going lesbian. I know
Okay,
that's not my type
I heard that
thing.
wrong. I'm sorry. My bad. I heard that wrong. I'm sorry. My bad.
No, that's not my type of thing. I was just saying that when the guys talk nowadays, the younger generation, they will always say no homo. I say you don't see the women going around saying no lesbian, but I don't know why they say no homo exactly what they mean. You know what? I got a young person in the car with me.
I know that, Althea, I know that you love everybody. I know you love everybody.
I do. I love everybody, and you let everybody
I bet you.
do that
I
thing.
bet you, given the right opportunity, you would judge anybody too, because you got strict standards. We already know this. Everyone around town knows you got strict standards.
My judging is this. My judge. God didn't put me here to judge you, or be critical. God put me here to love you, and this is what I learned in my later years. It's my job to love you. Now, God pass out the punishment. You ain't doing what he's supposed to. He'll pass out the punishment. Now, I can't love people.
Preach. Preach.
You gotta love the ones that's available to be loved. You love everybody, but sometimes you gotta love people from a distance, and you love who's around you. You love the one you with. But as far as being critical and judging, I'm not going to do that, David. If you like to suck on the bird, that's your business. Because see, people get what people do in their bedroom mixed up. There's nobody business to know anybody's sexual orientation. That's personal and private. That's just like, for example, do you tell people when you got to take a dump? That's private. That's personal. There ain't nobody business when you got to go to the crapper or when you got to crap. So why is it anybody business who you sleeping with? You're supposed to be discreet, have discretion about that. And I don't have to put my business on Front Street, like that. And if people handle people treat people as each other and take all that sexual innuendo out, there's too much going on with that. Then there wouldn't be all this stuff. People be treated normal. People should be treated normal anyway. And who I choose. See, that's who I choose. Your sexuality is your choice. Who you choose to sleep with is your choice. Because people say, no, I'm gay because this and that. But you choose to do that because you choose to sleep with somebody. You could be celibate.
Yeah, I agree. You could be. I agree with you 100%. Althea. God rest my mother's soul. God rest her soul. There's one thing that she taught me and my brothers and my sister, and that is, it's not who you love, it's how you love.
Right. It's how you love. And
it's not who you love, it's how you love.
I mean,
Yeah. And the bedroom ain't no one's fucking business.
Exactly.
The bedroom ain't your business. That's personal. That's intimate. That's what you and someone else want to involve themselves with emotionally, spiritually, physically, whatever. And as long as what's going on is healthy for both parties, that's great. But if there's something that goes above and beyond and someone needs to be more dominant or want to be the takeaway person or whatever, or say, yeah, I ain't giving you this until you do this for me. Well, then the sex ain't even important.
Right. Well, we see, and what we do as human beings, myself included, we invite people to our life. And when you invite people to your life, you give them the room to judge. You don't invite them to judge, but that's just human nature. They're gonna judge. They're gonna have their opinions. So when you put your business out there, you're inviting them to say their opinion because that's
Right.
you can't stop nobody from saying nothing, right? But if they don't have nothing to say nothing about, then they ain't nothing to say nothing about. See, we give them that ammunition. We give them to say, hey, you can talk about me. You can talk about this. Like when I say I'm a comedian, I'm giving people the ammunition to say, oh, she's a comedian and can talk about this and they have their opinion. Then they come to the show and then they see if I'm funny or not and they have their opinion. We invite people into our lives for different reasons or whatever. So when people get upset, you can't, I don't get that, especially when I invited you there. But that's just, hey, that's just me.
That's a good
my
point, man.
opinion.
That's a good point.
This is my opinion. So what you do this
Well,
weekend?
What am I doing this weekend?
No, what did you do this weekend? Because I saw Phil of the toys that they gave out Saturday from the toy drive that we collected, and that was beautiful. I saw those pictures. That made my heart just melt. I saw the little video. A lot of kids must didn't get there yet. It probably was still early, but I saw the kids and stuff. When it gave it to, I think it's Coventry House. So yeah, that was definitely a good thing. I can't see any comments that come in. Okay, let me see.
Well, me
I
and
know
my
your person, I'm doing crazy because I got a hood in it. It's cold outside. It's colder than a witch's tit, whatever the hell that means. But it's
colder
cold
than witch's
outside.
tit in a brass bra. You never heard that out there? Colder than a witch's tit in a brass bra?
Yeah, I have heard that. Colder than the witch's tit in the brass bra. I don't know what that means either. I guess the metal gets cold, stick together. I don't know. But,
have you, Althea? Have you ever wore a brass? Have you ever wore a brass bra in wintertime?
I mean, you asked a crazy question. I'm not going to entertain that and open it up. So you must have did some crazy stuff over the weekend. What did you do over the weekend?
I went and took care of my Uncle Rick, and me and Connie. Well, Connie actually, she went out to Home Depot and our little travel trailer that we tour around the country with. We got to put stuff around the bottom of it and use duct tape and insulate because it's going to get real fucking cold here soon.
Oh yeah. Oh, you're really going to be miserable. Oh, misery, Missouri. Woo. No, it's not going to be that bad. I don't do the cold. I mean, I do the cold better than I can the heat because at least in the cold I can put on enough to stay warm. But when it's hot, I can't take off enough when it's hot. Whoa. And I'm a big girl too. I sweat by the gallons. No. So I forgot what I was getting ready to ask you. I was getting ready to ask you a question. No shows. You didn't do any shows over the weekend?
No, I didn't do any shows this weekend. I mean, all the restaurants, they're just making their money on people coming to eat, and I haven't seen any shows around, not in this area. But what did happen was the Hub Comedy Club in St. Roberts. I'm going to stick with the Ebony and Ivory theme, and last night with Brenda Brown on Sauce in the City, I met another Brenda who's an older white girl, and so I got my
what's her last name? Joy?
No, Brenda.
Was it Brenda Joy?
No, it's Brenda Reinhold.
Brenda Reinhold. Okay. She's funny. I like Brenda.
Oh my
She's
God,
funny.
she
I know
was
Brenda Rhino.
hilarious. She was fucking hilarious. But Cynthia, who I'd already because the Ebony and Ivory theme, I'm gonna have Cynthia and Brenda for March. Now I still gotta get the parties for February, but January's done with Tony Viagra and Funny Man Green, and I've got March. Oh, it's gonna be sick. And for the March show, even though it's gonna be cold as shit, for the March show, I'm gonna dress in drag because it's an all-female lineup. I'm gonna dress in drag.
No, you're not gonna dress in drag. Good morning. I see your face, but I can't see your name.
Hey,
that's Lou.
Good morning.
Hey, Shay. Good
up,
morning.
Good morning. Hold on.
You out in the streets too?
No,
We
not
out
yet.
in this cold,
I
baby.
didn't load up yet. Hold on.
You out there getting that chicken, baby? Out there getting that chicken? Hell yeah!
Oh, no, I
You
ain't
get
load
that
up or nothing
chicken.
yet. I didn't load up or anything
Get
yet. I'm
that
waiting
chicken.
for my family.
Okay. Definitely. I'm on the road to North Carolina. I'm so excited. I don't know if I'm excited for the games and the fun and stuff. I'm just going to let my hair down.
Hey, I was watching y'all, you and Phil and Brenda and anyone else that was in that barbershop, man. I just got to give you guys a compliment. That was some badass shit. That was some badass
I didn't even
shit.
see that. Oh my gosh. I haven't even seen that. Where
you
did
guys,
you see that
I'm
at?
just saying, man, you're awesome. Badass. I mean, I'm not just talking about the comedy that you guys did. I'm talking about what you guys did collectively as comedians. And all the toys you guys got for those kids, man, that's fucking beautiful. Fucking beautiful.
Oh yeah, when we come together for a good time. When we come together, Phil do his thing, we all come together for one accord, and that's to come out to make the people laugh. If you ain't come out to have fun and laugh, then you need to go somewhere else. Because we come here for a good time. We ain't here for a long time, but we all here for a good time in the short time that we here. So, and all good vibes and positive energy. That's all you need when you doing a show, baby. And then to take care of the rest, people will gel together. Yes, they will.
I'm just saying, you guys did an awesome job, man. Y'all did an awesome job.
Oh, we did it for the kids, and everybody loved Phil and Brenda hosting. So yeah, she did everything with her mask on. She did not take off her mask. She was like the last marauder. So yes, she did. David, Shaquan, Funderburk, Owen Funderburk, and Miss Chocolate. And let me see. Oh, and I can't forget L.A. Preston, Josh Preston. Yes, I loved it. I had a good time. I really did. I had a good time that Saturday. It was for a good cause, good people. So toy drive went over well, like I said, and I saw the toys and everything on the table from when Phil showed a little bit of the video of it over the weekend. So they did it Saturday, I believe it was. So yes, definitely Saturday.
You guys should be proud of yourselves. I'm proud of you. You guys did awesome.
Cool too. Can anybody see if Molly set up the video? Because I got some videos for us to see, but because I'm on the road, I can't see anything. Do anybody see anything?
Not yet.
And when you're on,
I can't see y'all at all.
and when
My
you're
data's
on,
low. So I'm just listening.
okay. Let me see, and I'm on the. Can I make this? I'm on the phone, but can I make it like a laptop? I don't think I can. I thought I could desktop site make it look like the desktop. This
What's up, Trey?
What's up, man?
Ebony and Ivory. It's me and you, bro.
That's all right. But I ain't
Hey,
do that loading out stuff yet. I'm just waiting to get into the site to load my band.
they working your ass off?
Yeah. Yeah. They're not killing me or nothing, but you know, it's a different type of job, I guess, for me. So it's different, you know.
Hey, with it being like the holiday season and stuff, do you get like bonuses for you know, getting your route done early or anything like that with Amazon contractor? I'm just curious.
It depends on the DSP that you work for. So
Uh-huh.
some of them will do that, and if you get done like in 7.5 hours, you'll get the full 10. Regardless, my DSP I don't think does that. They'll send you to rescue somebody. I think it's based on your time. So I think if you need to go back to the site at that time, because they don't need you to rescue nobody, which is probably
I got you. Okay.
then you'll head back. But I don't really care about that. It's hourly, so that's I do my shit. I get my 10 hours a day, and fuck it.
Well, good, man. That's good.
It's different. But they they do little things a lot. Like for instance, the other day they had like curry and mac and cheese and some other stuff. And then they had pizza Friday when we got back. So they do a lot of little things to like get you little treats and give little prizes and sit out. But
hey, before you came on, me and Althea were talking, and it was talking about the bedroom. I brought up what my mother taught me, and that was it's not who you love, it's how you love them.
That's true.
So that has nothing to do with your sexual orientation. It's not who you love, it's how you love.
Right. I
and
think,
who you take.
People, I think
and Althea said, whoever. Althea said, whoever you take in your bedroom, that's your business.
Yeah, I mean, that's a given. So I don't really, I feel like don't put your shit out there.
Right.
You don't want to talk about more than it'll be normally talked about. Because everybody always has something to say about the movements you make, whether you're good people or not or whatever. Somebody always has something to say about something you do. So I don't know. My mind is never open to people that exist outside of my family, unless you got some type of significance to me. It never really mattered what people said or thought.
Hey, man. You can lock that in. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I ain't never really gave a fuck about that. I'm out here trying to get my money. I ain't got time. I literally don't have time for nobody to think about what nobody's talking about. In reference to me, what I'm doing. Because the proof is in the pudding. What I'm doing with time right now.
The proof is in the pudding, man. I haven't heard that. My grandma used to say it all the time. Proof's in the pudding.
Proof is in the pudding. What I'm trying to do. So I'm keeping my mouth shut, locking the bucket. That's it. That's all.
Well, I wish you nothing but many blessings. This is, I think, the first time in 50 years where Christmas lays on the same day of Hanukkah. And then we got 7 more days after Christmas, the Jews.
I love that.
Yeah, Hanukkah. I think it's the first time in 50 years that Hanukkah starts the same day as Christmas. Usually it starts earlier.
Yeah, no. I didn't even realize that they were on the same day this year. I didn't even realize that. But so when it comes
the Christians got that. The Christians got that one day. So with Hanukkah, we start the first day, and it's 8 candles you got to burn over 8 days.
Yeah.
There's some fasting involved and little gifts every day, but
Yeah.
we
That's
got
always
7
good for you.
days after y'all.
Yeah. The fasting part is always good for you.
Yeah, it is.
I never seen a time where that did anything bad for you. You know.
Well, I think it's more of an appreciation to your creator. That's, I mean, my
Hopefully
opinion.
y'all,
Anyway.
hopefully y'all celebrate that better than a lot of the Christians that I see. Because it really just be about gifts for the most part. So hopefully
And
y'all celebrate that.
what's the greatest gift you can give to someone if you're going to celebrate Christmas or Hanukkah every day? What's the greatest gift you can give?
Yourself, really. Yourself, your
Yeah.
time, your existence. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So,
And to lift people up and not bring them down.
yeah, but if you're like that, it won't be so much pressure on Christian stuff with a lot of I see. If they treat how they're supposed to be treated all year round instead of that one day. So I see a lot of people get materialistic with Christmas because that's the only time they are really passionate to give a fuck.
Well, Trey, you should know, bro. I mean, they're loading you up, and you're going out there and doing what you just said. You know,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and that shit ain't gonna stop until Christmas.
Yeah, but at the same time, I like it because I know that most of what I'm giving out is for Christmas. So I like the fact
so you're like one of Santa's elves. You're like one of Santa's elves.
That's what I feel like. I be playing Christmas music and shit. You know, when I get going on my route, I have music playing, and people like it too. Or whatever. It's the ones that want to come outside and get their package or whatever, they like it. I like it because people are nice around this time of year and nicer around this time of year in general. It's not more so the Christmas; it's more so how people act for some reason.
You're younger than me, Trey, by a minute. But when I was a kid, my grandma, I never understood why she did it. But when the postman would come or the post lady, they were delivering all the way up to Christmas.
Yeah.
I remember my grandma would meet the post lady or the postman, and she'd hand him a check for $100. And I asked her, "Why do you do that?" She goes, "Because they work, and if any, and she also said this: if anyone on this block isn't doing the same thing, they should be ashamed of themselves for how hard they work 364 days out of the year, not 365, 364." And but that was my grandma. Every Christmas Eve, she'd go out and her postman or postwoman, they'd get a check to put some bread on the table.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think that's what Christmas and Hanukkah should be about always, and that is appreciation for your brother, your sister. Anyone who's touched you, touch them back.
That's never really clung to any religion because I just see so much everything that is not supposed to be, including Christmas. How materialistic it is, especially in my household, especially in my family. How materialistic and disgusting it turns because even now people competing with gifts and what kind of gifts they're getting, but it's gotten so far away from it. I rarely see people that like pray on Christmas and you listen to gospel music or anything they can use to rejoice or whatever. I don't see people do that. So people that claim a religion that can practice it, I feel like I'm not worthy of claiming anything I haven't studied enough to follow the rules by. But I still like I said, I still like this time of year how people act. People are friendlier. They're gonna see family members. They're gonna get things with people and stuff like that. So I do like.
Well, Well, how does it make you feel? This is just a question for you, Trey. How does it make you feel when you know that that package you're bringing up to someone's door or whatever, that they are so excited that you are the delivery man?
Yeah, I'm happy because people will shout or kids will shout, "Oh, the Amazon guy" or whatever, you know. But a lot of people will like argue like a soda or some Gatorade or chips. Some of the people will have a basket out there or a big Tupperware container full of like chips and granola bars and sodas and juices and waters and stuff, and tell you to take two or three.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, that's badass. That's cool.
That part is nice. And a lot of people do that.
Cool.
Yeah, a lot of people do that year round. So they'll continue to, you know, when they're ordering heavy, and it's a nice and assisting to us. Nobody has to do anything. But for people that like my aunt, for instance, or my cousin, or both of them, that order Amazon every day, the package 2 or 3 packages every day. It's nice when you leave, you know, a case of water out there or something. You know, you don't have to do anything, but it is nice.
That's cool, man.
You know, on a long route, and you see some chips, or you was hungry because I don't have time. So, you know, it's a 10-hour shift, and I don't really have time for a break because of how loaded the van is. So, you know, so it's nice. You know, I bring my snacks and bring my food, but it's just nice when somebody, you know, knows they're receiving something. You don't always talk to them, but they ask if there was a note on it or something. You know?
Oh my God!
Yeah,
the Amazon guy's here. The Amazon guy's here. The Amazon guy's here.
Like when the maintenance come in, or you know, when they fixing something and they there long, I do offer them a drink, and I used to offer it to the lawn guys that was cutting the lawns because they be hot. I said, you guys want some water? They be like, yeah, thank you, you know. To show people that you appreciate them. I mean, that thing's beautiful. Like you said, it should be all year long. I don't know why they want to wait till one certain time of the year or certain holidays to exercise goodwill towards men. That should be exercised every day. Every day should be like goodwill towards men. You know, how do they expect us?
I gotta balance it out though. I love what you're saying, but I gotta balance it out because it's a lot of women that work here too. It's a majority men, yes, but it's a lot of women.
I mean, no. When I say men, I mean mankind.
Oh, like,
I don't mean.
Humans.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not putting the sex on that. I mean, everybody. Good with so yeah, it should be every day so we can get on the one accord, same page, and start doing stuff. It's just, you know, like I think about how much time that I spent away from my family or not being around them and everything. I want to make new memories, you know, and I don't know if it's because I'm getting older now or now I'm getting sentimental and everything, but I see being stubborn and pig-headed is just some things just isn't worth it, and then some things is worth it, and you guys gotta go through what is worth and what's not worth it. If you can get around and y'all have a good time together, I think as you older, you get mature, your chemistry change. You not only you change mentally, physically, everything about you change or it should change. You know, the natural progression of things. Exactly.
Yeah.
I just feel different now. I don't feel like I did 20 years ago. I don't know if because I've been having some health issues. I really don't know, but all I know is I can say wholeheartedly, I'm not the same person that I used to be.
I feel that.
That's
a good thing. That's a good thing.
Well, yeah.
I believe so. I believe so.
I believe that you're right, Althea. And I think that, you know, 20 years ago for me, holy crap, you know, my whole world had crumbled down. Divorce, losing a company. And I thought that God was trying to, you know, hurt me. You know, and I didn't feel that way about God at that moment. But what I realized today in the spirit of Christmas is that all he did was he burned me down to build me up. And I think that we all have that potential to rise like a phoenix and always come back better than we were before. And I'm pretty
Now,
sure
why do
you
you
agree with
say in the
that.
spirit of Christmas? Why do you say? Because it don't have anything to do with Christmas. Because Christmas is a pagan commercialized holiday that they took the meaning of it to mean one thing and fooling everybody to mean something else. It's not in the meaning of Christmas. I believe it was just your time and your season in your life. You know, God humbled me down the same way too. You had to lose everything so He could build you right brick by brick. You heard that saying, "Tear it down because it ain't built right no way."
Yep. Yeah.
But I'm not
Lock
gonna
it
say
in.
in the
I
spirit
agree.
of Christmas or anything to do with this fake holiday that they got going.
Well, what if it's
I know,
what if it's the spirit of Kwanzaa?
Right.
it don't matter. It don't matter. It don't matter. I don't
Hey, Phil
subscribe to
said the
these
link is not.
commercial holidays.
Phil said the link not working.
He
Well,
just said the
I
link
think
not working.
I think that the whole point, as far as I've known my
Molly,
50 plus years, I think that the
Phil,
point is
if you
that you get
listening,
together and you.
hold on real quick, Jamie. Real quick. Hey, Phil, if you listening, maybe you need, when you touch the link, you need to switch over to the browser that says open in Chrome. There's a tab that says open in Chrome, as opposed to the page you're on, because sometimes it'll block your camera, block your microphone, or it just won't load up right. Try that, because I use the link that Molly sent out, and it's working. I would try that.
who's in the room with us? Who else is in the room? I see another square.
Damien, Molly might be away from the computer, but Molly's screen up.
Oh, that's Molly.
Molly's
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So everybody's in, so they can sing Feliz Navidad and all that good stuff. Like I said, we know it's a holiday, and it's not our holiday that we celebrate. It neither is Kwanzaa. It's not something that I celebrate. We celebrate it because during this time, we get a chance to visit with family and relatives because our owners, when we were enslaved Americans, our owners would get together, family, and that let other plantation slaves be able to mingle with other plantation slaves with their family was probably sold to, and that's why it's a good time. It's a time to come together. So that's why we celebrate it. And even the Bible speaks in Isaiah 5, chapter 5, is the verses they speak about the trees and stuff. How you're not supposed to worship trees and everything, but we do when we get a Christmas tree and adorn it in silver and gold and put stars and angels on top of it. We do. That ain't got nothing to do with the birth of Christ. But we do. Santa Claus ain't got nothing to do with the birth of Christ. The use high log. So it's a lot of we do stuff because we want to do stuff. We celebrate stuff just for the celebration. They don't talk about the winter solstice. That's really what they're celebrating at this time of the year, and the festival of lights and all of the other stuff. All these pagan holidays that Constantine put under one umbrella and say, hey, boom, we're going to call this Christianity, and we're going to do this and we're going to do that. And it started in Rome, and everybody else just said, yeah, and followed along. So when you dig deep to the meaning behind stuff, it's different for us. But not saying that you can't celebrate it. Celebrate it for whatever you want to celebrate it. But you don't have to celebrate it the way they want you to celebrate it. You can do whatever you want on that day.
I don't put up a Christmas tree in my house. I put up a menorah.
But that's from your Jewish heritage. And what do you know the meaning behind the menorah? Do you know what that means or that symbolized or what it was used for?
Yep.
But tell me about Hanukkah and what does that represent?
It's 8 days of light.
Okay.
8 days
Matter
of
of fact,
light, like beer, like
as a matter of
what?
fact, it's really not about giving gifts away. You know, I mean, you can think about like the dreidel. You know, it's about coming together and playing games, and being a community, and also having solidarity for your heritage. You know, there's all kinds of different holidays that happen around the globe, and Christmas is probably the most popular. Hanukkah maybe
No, no, no,
second.
no, no, no. You said you put up the menorah. Don't forget Christmas. I want to know about the Hanukkah. I want to know about Hanukkah. Tell me about that.
Okay, so what you do is you light a candle on the first day of Hanukkah after you
What
fasted,
is
and then
it
you
for?
eat for Jesus Christ.
That's what it's Hanukkah's for Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
No, the Jewish said the Savior never came. I got to do my own research because I don't think
Hey, you can do all the research you want, but Jesus was a Jew, and he was killed by the Jews. He wasn't a
right,
Christian. Christianity didn't happen until after he died.
right.
Before then, it was making sure that you were being faithful to Jehovah, and if you were Jehovah Jireh, if you were a faithful person to that, that was fine. But the Pharisees, the ones that killed Jesus Christ, they didn't like the fact that he didn't like taxes. He didn't like churches. That's why he sat up on the Sermon on the Mount by himself. It wasn't a church. They just came to hear him talk, and they thought he was great, and probably one of the best. And he took it all.
These are just the
But it's
opinions
also,
of Damien Seymour. Amen.
well,
I
you know, from the time that he was grabbed up by the Pharisees, scourged, and then crucified, that was 8 days. They did it all in 8 days. That's why there's 8 candles.
Okay.
And basically what it means is you bear your cross and, give light to the world. That's why there's 8 days of light.
Okay. Molly Moore, you got a video up ready for me? I sent a couple of videos and something I seen over the weekend that I thought was interesting. Or stories that had good story points. I'm always
I said, I hope I can see that joint because my data low. So y'all screen frozen on mine. I see myself moving around, but so I hope I can see the
I can
video.
see you moving around.
Okay, I'm saying I hope I can see the video because on my screen I see y'all frozen.
Oh.
Because my data low and I can't add it while I'm on the phone or in the car. I can't be on the phone, so I can't even.
That's like me with my storage when it says low storage. I gotta keep deleting stuff. Yeah, definitely that.
Right before that money wasn't hitting good before I got the job, I had to reduce that phone bill. I ain't I'm not too ashamed to say.
But you go to T-Mobile.
You know what?
Go to T-Mobile to get your discounts. Go to T-Mobile to get your services. T-Mobile do you right. Go to the T-Mobile to get your phone, and go to the one in St. Charles and say Tyree hook me up, and he will hook you up.
I don't like T-Mobile's phone.
But they're getting better. They're getting better with everything.
Right. I will take a look at it.
Here's the video.
All right.
said this, I am confused. Yeah, because you've been studying Greek chemistry. I teach African chemistry, African biology. It is not one type of chemistry in the world. There's not one type of music. There's not one type of race. There's not one type of tree. There's not one type of dance. Don't you know that? And it's not one type of chemistry. So I teach another chemistry, another biology. But I know you think I'm talking about Greek chemistry. I am not. That's African chemistry, which I doubt if you ever studied, because if you study that, you would have to know the word melanin. If you're studying chemistry correctly, they have to say the word melanin. Chemi means black. That's why they call Egypt Kemet. It means black. And to study chemistry, you study melanin particles called electrons, protons, and neutrons. It's the study of melanin. So if you study chemistry, didn't hear the word melanin, I don't know what the hell you studied. Melanin is what drives biology. They call it the new sun in the cell, which the Europeans call the nucleus. Yeah, it's all about studying melanin. There's nothing else to study in science except melanin, this thing that makes you black. Causes you to have more vitamins and minerals in your body than any race. Causes you to store more information than any race. Causes you to transmit nerve impulse faster than any race. Causes you to absorb more color when you see color with your eyes than any race. Causes you to hear more sound in your ear than any other race. Causes you to taste the full flavor of food because you have melanin in your taste buds. You can actually taste the food more than any other race. Causes you to have more chrome colors in your hair. If you examine it, it got this extra rainbow there, male rainbow and a female rainbow. You got hair, white people got it. Who said that? He said this, I am confused. Yeah, because you've been studying Greek chemistry. I teach African chemistry, African biology. It is not one type of chemistry in the world. There's not one type of music. There's not one type of race. There's not one type of tree. There's not one type of dance. Don't you know that? And it's not one type of chemistry. So I teach another chemistry, another biology.
Huh. That's interesting. So what do you guys think about the video that you just seen? He said that he teach African chemistry.
That's not true.
Okay.
I took chemistry. That's not true. We are basically the same people. The only difference is our skin color. I mean, is the melanin in our skin. But basically, if you remove that, you couldn't tell a white person from a black person. That's why you have albinos that don't have any melanin. So at all. So that's not true. I mean, you can flavor anything to make it look the way you want it to look, but it's not true.
So he said that there's a different type of chemistry. I kind of agree with what he's saying in a sense of biology, because there are different types of trees. There are different types
types of trees, but at the end of the day, is a tree. I mean, but people aren't trees. Okay, you have different genetic makeups, but at the end of the day, your general makeup is still the same. I mean, a lot of people might not want to hear that, but that's one of the things that fuel racism. That feels like that's the same thing that white people use against black people. That they're different, their makeup is different, and it's better. That's not true.
Right. Not true.
Well, it is true that we're different. It is true that
we are different. We look different, but our makeup is pretty much the same.
Our composition is different. Our bone density is different. Black people's bones are denser than Caucasian people bones.
That's genetics. That's genetics. That's different. It's a different thing. It's genetics. I mean, people gonna believe what they want to believe. Your makeup is different because of your genetic makeup in the regions, the regions that you were not conceived in, but the region that you came from, your genetics had to be different to cope with the regional stuff that was in your area. Just like white people's skin is thicker than black people's skin because they grew up in a more colder climate.
Yeah.
It's called adaptation. So it's called evolution. And over time, you adapt to your environment. And that is changing your chemical makeup. It is changing your DNA. When you change molecules or you're moving something, that's changing. That's changing. Is that not?
Okay, if you want to look at it like that, but you're sitting yourself down a
I
slippery
mean,
slope when you think.
scientifically. I mean, I'm just saying scientifically. Is it not?
Okay, we'll go with that.
Well,
It
I
changes.
think that there.
And
I think the only thing that changes, and I'm going to go with Phil Page on this. There is one race on the planet, one race, and it's called the
that's the
human
human
race.
race. That is exact. That is correct. Nobody never said that. Well, they say there's the Greys and say there's Anunnaki and this they're saying that there's other races and beings on this planet. We don't know what else is on this planet because we haven't even explored all of this planet. So we don't know. As far as
There
we
are
know,
people in
there's only
Baltimore.
one race. Huh? As far as we know, there's only one. That's the human race. So I think
I believe that because God has such a beautiful mind, that He makes all different colors, shapes, and sizes to His pleasure, at His leisure, and none of us, in my opinion, should be regressed to think that we're nothing other than part of His family that He made, and we are
that's
all
right.
part of that family.
I think when the man says there's a different types of chemistry, there's different types of stuff that is taught and that's learned. Like other cultures may teach you different things occur to that culture, right? So it's a culture shock, it's a culture difference. So they're going to teach you different stuff. And like Phil said, chemistry is chemistry. That is correct. But the knowledge of different stuff.
Knowledge is
You may,
different than chemistry, though.
yeah, and that's what he should have said. He should have said, "Oh, this is a different. This is a different. That is a different." No, it's just a different environment, different cultures. He was saying there's actually a different chemistry. So
Yeah, because
what
he
he
was
should have
saying that
said
your
is,
melanin makes you smarter. It makes you this, that, and the other. That's not what melanin does. Melanin controls your pigmentation. It doesn't
melanin is
control.
what gives us color and protects us from the sun because we
Right.
are
Yeah,
sun
but
beings.
it
So
doesn't affect
that's
your
why,
genetics.
right. So,
And
Marlon, what you think
white,
about what
black,
he
brown,
said?
or yellow, we all need the sun. White, black, brown, or yellow, we all need the sun. That's vitamin D. And so we all take it in the same
True.
way. It doesn't matter what your
I mean, I
melanin
would
is.
love to take
That
that
is
and run
correct.
with it. I really would. Don't get it twisted. I would love to take it and run with it.
Take it, Phil. Take it.
I'm with it.
I'm better than you because I got more melanin than you.
Nah, that don't mean you better. That just means you different.
Yeah,
Like
but he was saying you're better.
nah, we do download information faster. Everything is a lot. That's why people kill for melanin. Like that's on the black market. Melanin ain't nothing cheap. Like we got a lot of melanin in us, and people will kill for it. Especially people
Yeah,
from
they
underrated.
killed us for it and ate
Yeah,
us. They
a lot of
killed and
people
ate us.
don't know what melanin
For our
is.
melanin.
They don't know how important melanin is. Like they don't even know what 666 mean. They don't understand that's what make melanin. That's what make black skin, but they double-ize it. So they tell people that's the double number, 666.
That made it demonic. Yep.
Yeah, so
Correct.
you got the brown bear, you got the white bear, you got so many different cat lives out. You got lion, tiger. They all cats, but they different shapes and make. Like so, whatever studies you doing on a lion, you can't do the same for a tiger or for a cheetah. But they all in.
Yeah, and if you're talking about big cats like that, the one thing you can know about that is they do all look different, but they are come from the same genome to be a cat, and they're different colors and different. Like a cheetah can run almost 70 miles an hour.
Wow.
You know, and the point that I think you were making, Molly, is that it doesn't matter. Even in that group of mammals, if you put one against the other, they don't like each other. They want to be with the one that looks like them.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people don't know, a puma and a lion is a puma and a leopard is the same animal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's one more, bobcat or something, mountain lions. They damn near the same.
They're the same
Yeah,
animal.
they don't like each
They
other.
just don't
Put
have
them in
the same
room,
melody.
fight it out.
They're the same animal.
But I think he's studying more the melanin side. So he like don't take steps from people who got a different makeup than you. It's okay, that works for them, you know. So if they got that makeup, you listen to them. European chemistry, that works for Europeans. But
Right.
African chemistry, we using European makeup that fits our body, and that's how we get hurt and we get sick. It's some things they can do that we can't, and it's some things we can do that they can't. Like
Yeah.
we stay in the sun,
Right.
Damon, y'all need the sun, but y'all can't stay in the sun like we can.
That's why we're so receptive to like sickle cell anemia, because
Yeah,
our makeup is
Mhm.
different. But I think that's a good benefit for both races. So if we need them to do something, they can handle it. If they need us to do it, we can handle it, but it helps each other. We find it in competition, meaning that, oh, that means we better. White people, oh, we can stand the cold, that means we better. Or we can stand, none of that means you better, just means you different. That's
it
all.
just means you different.
That's it.
And if more people thought about that, like thought about that in that way, the world would be a whole better place.
Amen.
Amen. I said all the time, I don't want to work against you. I want to work with you. And if they
Exactly.
adapt that mindset, it will go so much further. Even like I said, even with comedy, nobody is better than everybody's funny.
We are our own worst enemy.
Everybody's funny. Exactly. I ain't trying. I'm not the enemy. I don't look at nobody as my competition. I look at you as my colleague.
Yeah.
I'm not, like I said, I'm not trying to work against you. I'm trying to work with you. And they were like, oh, but you are competition, but you didn't. I'm like, not if I don't make it competition, it's not competition. If I don't look at it like that, it's not competition. It's not my competition, right? It's how you perceive things.
Yeah.
Like Lawrence Owens always say, perception and perspective. Those are they sound the same, perception and perspective, but they check the meanings of the two different things. And if it's your perception that I am your what did I just say? Your competition. That's your perspective, okay? I mean, that's your perception of me. I'm sorry. That's your perception of me. My perspective is nobody. I'm not in competition with nobody. I'm in competition with myself to make myself better, to make myself funnier, so I can keep giving quality shows to the people that come out to see me and support me. So that and being around other comedians helps sharpens me. We sharpen each other. But when it's time to eat, baby, okay, that's what I'm trying to say. I said a whole bunch of nothing. I said a whole bunch of stuff, didn't I?
You're good. You're good, Althea. You're
Y'all
good.
gonna stop. The rocks ain't moving right this morning. DJ Slicky Woo Boo said that my brain is like a box of rocks. He said them rocks churning. I tell you what, they're like a box of rocks. But if I get your ass in the corner, I bet you I crush you for all these rocks. Watch it. Watch what you say. Perspective and perception. Oh my goodness. Molly, speak up the next video. Anybody else got anything about what they got said? With the chemistry major, the chemistry majors.
I just think with this platform, Althea, when you got a bunch of fucking comedians come together, there's one thing that we know. As long as you can get behind that microphone and make people laugh, that's your credit. It doesn't matter what you look like.
Age of
And for me,
consent
that's
in
joy.
different countries. United States, 18 years old. Mexico, 17 years old. Canada, 16 years old. North Korea, 15 years old. Italy, 14 years old. Japan, 13 years old. Philippines, 12 years old. Nigeria, 11 years old.
11 years old in
Pakistan.
Nigeria. Oh my God.
No age of consent and must be married. Age of consent in different
No, what does that mean when they say no age of consent and must be married?
Yeah,
They
you
can
gotta
marry
be
anybody, any age.
married.
They said Nigeria. Mm,
You marry a 10-year-old in
consent.
Nigeria if it's consented, if your parents say you can.
That's
Isn't that like
crazy.
selling your kid? I mean, isn't that like selling your kid?
It's child abuse. In America, they said
Thank
to be
God
consent,
if
consent
the
is
country is good
18,
with it.
and we are the oldest. Canada 17, America's 18, Canada 17. All these different places, these different ages. Japan. Is that saying? Really? Some states in America have to. No. We just saw a video. They said that the age of consent in different countries, they was putting it on the country base. Over there in Nigeria, Africa is 10 years old. They can go and take somebody's child and whether it's a boy or a girl, taking somebody's child. Can you imagine the 10-year-old son going living off with Miss Janie? Like, Miss Janie, bring my son back. what is this? Oh, or your daughter. Thelma, come back, Thelma. Yeah, I know,
Yeah,
all these
and
different
probably
instances.
they probably look at us like why we wait so long. It's
Yeah.
different cultures, People do what they
I
want in their
know.
culture.
Oh my gosh.
I respect it. That's what they do in their cultures.
We,
That's their
we
way of
don't.
life. And you read a lot of these books and stuff that people believe in. Mary was a lot younger than her husband. A lot of these women, they was
Mhm.
like way older, like
Yeah,
30.
she was like 14 or whatever.
Yeah, so it's weird.
Most
like-
people,
They can just see.
they will get married at 12 and 13 years old.
Yeah.
Now they come to this country, in this country they can get married at 12 or 13. They become an immigrant in this country. Do they bring their same customs here? When here you gotta practice our law. So in our country, you don't. Okay, what I'm saying, like, say you married your wife in your country, y'all come over here, and you married to a 12-year-old. Do you make them get involved and make you divorce? Isn't that child abuse?
They just wouldn't tell you.
Yeah. Mhm.
It probably wouldn't, but I mean, how would that law work though? You said they would tell you, they probably wouldn't tell you
Go look at the
that you
Mormons.
married to a
Look at the
12-year-old,
Mormons.
13-year-old.
Look at Mormons. They got child wives.
Yeah, they do. Matter of fact, if you're in the LDS community, the Latter-day Saint or the fundamentalist Latter-day Saints, I mean, think about the guy they just put in prison because he was, according to the laws of this country, he was raping 12-year-old girls. And he had, 127 wives? That's pretty. I think it's gross, nasty.
I remember that.
I mean, I don't believe in that shit one iota. I mean, shit. Even when I was became a father, when I became a father at 17 years old, after my future wife had just had an abortion a year earlier, at 16, I know. Looking back after being in my 50s, looking back, I know that man, I was not ready for any of that responsibility. So, I mean, when you're talking about other cultures, what is it about? Is it about making enough children so that you've got workers? Or is it about making enough children because you're some dirty old person that wants to fuck 10-year-olds? You know, I mean, think about it.
Didn't they say Solomon had 3,000 wives? I think they said Solomon had 3,000 wives.
Yep.
No,
Says it
700
in the Bible.
and so many concubines. Solomon had so many wives, 300 and some wives, and 700 some concubines. King Solomon,
Hey, I
he
call
did.
that a baller and a shot caller. That's a baller and a shot caller.
No, I call that a lunatic. Because a man can't deal with one woman, and he had to have, imagine a man with 700 and 300. You can't deal with the one. I call him a lunatic.
No, he can't deal with the one nowadays.
Fuck yeah, Althea, you nailed it, girl. No, you can't handle one of them. God damn, how you gonna handle 3,000? You gotta be one strong.
You gotta be having her head chopped off.
Yeah, Phil.
He was the king, and they did what they want. That's the misogynist way of thinking. That's misogyny. I forgot I want to put over 4 minutes.
Hey, Phil Page. Hey, Phil, what would you do with 3,000 wives, Phil? What would you do with 3,000 wives?
Drink a lot.
Have a heart attack. She ain't been there, Phil, but I had a heart attack. She said, come on, Phil, my turn. My turn, Phil. 3,000 wives. Phil was trying to play me. I bet she wouldn't be a comedian either. Wouldn't that be funny?
No, the joke would be on me.
Somebody else just came in the room. Who just came in, y'all? Who in? Somebody else just come in? Or just Molly just changed it?
Nah, ain't nobody.
Okay, Molly just changed it.
That was one of my
Hey,
3,000
Phil, that was
wives.
funny, bro. That was funny. I can't stop laughing. Phil.
Molly, what would you do with 700 wives? Sorry, 300 wives and 700 concubines?
I put them to work. Run the world. We taking over. 700, not much interest we gonna have. We, man, what?
He was a king.
That's a team right there. That's a team. I'd be like, God, 700 women. That's a business move. I don't even see that. Like, how can you love 700?
That's a business move. I like that.
I like that too, man. I gotta step aside. That's fucking funny, man. I gotta step aside. I gotta go crack up in the bathroom for a second.
With a different woman every year for 2 years straight with a different woman almost. And then
But that's just the concubines. We're not talking about the wives. He got over 700 concubines. If you got, what do you need all them concubines for? If you got all of the wives, what do you, just after they said back in the biblical days, thing like fairy tale-ish. I mean, really, like, yeah, this is unreal. This is a fictional. This is so fictional. When you look at it, I don't even know how you had the bandwidth to deal with other people, let alone one. I mean,
right, how to
I don't
feel.
know. Back then, women must didn't say nothing.
Hey, Phil, you met my wife. What would you do with 7,000 Connies?
Yeah.
For fuck's sake.
Nah.
7,000 Connies. I get the other 600 to free the other 100. You know, Connie be free then. 700 wives and only 4 children. LOL. What? That's
You
LA.
said 700 wives and only 4 children.
Yeah. I don't know. How many husbands do you need,
I
Reese?
mean, she black or he missing.
I think Reese
I
needs
only need
700
one man.
husbands just to
I
test that shit
It
out.
ain't how many
Reese
husbands
needs
you
700
need,
husbands.
how
I
many
need. I only
companions.
need one. That right. You know, when everybody will come along, I know it. They're gonna be a showstopper. I just need one to make me happy. Look, it don't take long
Lock it
to
in.
get to know when the sun is shining.
Hey, so Althea, are you saying if me and Connie broke up, so you telling me I got a shot?
You got a snowball chance in hell, Damien. Hell to you got a shot in the dark. Damien, I'll be gone like a fart in the wind. Hell no.
You got Connie fucking cracking her ass up in the bathroom right now, man. She's laughing her ass off. I ain't got a snowball's chance in hell. So you say I got a chance?
No, I'm saying I'll be gone like a fart in the wind. You too crazy for me. You too much. I don't have the bandwidth, Damien. I'll be sitting on the. They would get me for murder. I'm gonna strangle your ass. No, ain't gonna do it. Ain't gonna do. You ain't gonna set me up like that. They ain't gonna say what she knew what she was getting. No.
Hold on, wait. What if Connie can?
No, I did not know what I was getting,
Go
and
ahead,
I got it.
Say it. Say it again.
God help me now.
That's right, Connie. Tell him, Connie. Connie said she didn't know. Damien, you did the whole bait and switch on her.
I did not know what I was getting into. God help me now.
Look, Connie, he tricked you. Look, Connie, he tricked you, didn't he? He started out one way and then switched up.
Yeah.
That's the whole bait and switch.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's making me a dumbass.
See, and she love you now. So Damien, you lucky. She love you now. So now she said, okay, I'll ride or die with her. You did a whole bait and switch on her.
Hey, she loves me just the way I am.
Yeah, now.
Well, hold on a second. Wait a minute, because Phil Page is still on the panel right now, and I know him and my wife. They had talks, and they had like a little something going on, but it wasn't sexual. It was like Jedi mind fucking each other.
No, he said he couldn't get his.
What did Phil say?
He couldn't keep his eyes off me.
Oh yeah, that's what Phil said. I can't keep my eyes off of you. But that's probably because she was driving. That's because she was driving, and I was in the back seat with Phil.
So y'all put the women in the front and the men sit in the back.
Hell yeah!
Okay.
You gotta give the girl a shotgun.
About that?
He's in love with my wife. Phil knows it, and Connie knows it too.
Oh, still, I did see part of the video for the Coventry House. How was that? The turnout Saturday.
Oh, it was great. It was really good. You know, I can't say any more about it. It was really great. I mean, Ricky and Streetline did an amazing job. I take my hat off to them.
Okay. I saw the DJ and a couple of the kids. That must have been like at the beginning of it.
That was near the end of it. At the beginning, it was a line out the door.
Oh my gosh! Awesome. There was still like a whole bunch of stuff left on the table. Awesome. They didn't take no toys.
No, because they filled up the table and they had more toys in the back. Once they let those toys go, they brought toys out the back and filled it up again.
Wow. So what did you do with the remaining leftover toys? You donated to another
Well,
organization.
on Sunday he just put the bag out. He couldn't get the room anymore, so he just put the bag out in the front lobby and let kids come and just take toys.
Oh, yeah, y'all know where y'all should go? Right there in Southeast to the African Museum, the culture center where the kids be.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all could donate to those kids down there. There's a lot of boys and girls club because I'm pretty sure throughout the city there's a lot of kids. They may not be in a shelter situation, but you never know if it's hard on their parents
Right.
to make
Yeah, I think he's pretty much done
to
now.
bless them. So y'all
I
could be
think
blessed
whatever
to
he had
somebody else.
left, I don't think he had a whole lot of stuff left after Sunday. And I think whatever he had left, he was going to take it up to the police department and give it to them because they're giving away toys too.
That's cool fucking shit, bro.
Yeah, I saw that. They even down here, I saw that. And then
Yeah.
and you also could donate it to daycare centers where these kids be. You can donate them toys to a lot of different places.
Well, you got to have access and know the daycare centers. You got to. So, I mean, if you don't know them, that's why they put the word out.
Well, we putting the word
Because
out
the
now.
idea thing was they come to you, you don't go to them.
It's free
Yeah.
toys.
Sometimes the people don't know
This
what's
is the
going
true
on.
power of having siblings, especially when they tight like this.
Your parents are there at the beginning of your life, but they might not be there at the end. Your children will be there from the middle of your life towards the end, but they're not there at the beginning. Your siblings are the only people who are there from the beginning of your life till the end of your life. That's why it's of paramount importance that your relationship with your siblings is tight. You should be able to trust each other. You should be able to work together. You should be able to combine your knowledge, your skills, your money, your expertise, everything so that you can build a strong family unit in the future. This is why I believe we should all strive to have like 5+ children, because if you have 6, 7, 8 kids and they are all good with each other and they work together, 7 or 8 people can create so much for each other. You can have a support system, you can look after each other's kids, you can do business together, you can travel together, you can learn from one another if you're in different fields and different professions. It is the ultimate cheat code to life because you share blood. You should have such a level of trust with them that you don't even think they're going to do you wrong. Like your siblings should have your back just like your parents do. If you're someone who doesn't have that with your siblings, don't think that because of the past and because of how things are, that's how it's going to be for the rest of your life. You need to approach them, work with them, get to know them, apologize. If you've had fights or arguments in the past, let it go. Man, how are you fighting with your own sibling, your own blood relative? That is stupid, honestly ridiculous.
Hey, I got something to say about that. I've got a half sister who's she's a professor at Oklahoma University in Ada, Oklahoma, and she is a professor of psychology, and she's a nut. She actually sent me and my brothers and my mother a letter of divorce when I was 13. My older brother Garrison, not only when I was a child after my father was born, I went through some, I'm not even going to bring it up on the show of what the shit he did to me after my dad was born, but I know my dad was really mean to him. And then my younger brother, Ryan, my only blood brother, he has worked at Burt's Towing in South Chicago for 30 years. So we have nothing in common. And my mother always said, me being the black sheep, that I would have to try and make amends in some way to them. And I've tried. And you know what? They couldn't give 2 shits for me. And you know what I say to that? Fuck them. Fuck them. Because I've reached out over and over and over and over again over 30 fucking years. And if you don't reach back, well, then that's on you.
Right.
But then again,
again,
my parents were the same way. I mean, so maybe it could be genetic and could be behavioral science when it comes to, how you teach your kids or, the decisions you make and shit like that. But I ain't got no fucking healthy relationship with my sibling, and I don't want nothing to fucking do with them. Nothing.
Well, it's you gotta mend those bridges. Once you get time, I sit back. I spend more time when you coming up with your siblings. These way, those are the only ones that you got from the beginning to the end of each other's lives. And this the point. If you can have a relationship with them, that's great. But you gotta try to mend the fence some kind of way. I want to make new memories. Forget the old stuff. Forget the stuff that's in the past. Not the stuff where it's tickle me and it's funny that I bring it up, but all the hurtful stuff. We gotta heal. We gotta get better as people. I mean, I don't just mean your family. I mean, there's a lot of other families too.
Well, you know what? I had to do two things, Althea, I had to do two things in my life after I got out of prison. And the two things in my life that I had to do is that I had to forgive everyone. And I also had to be introspective, and I had to forgive myself, which was very, very difficult. I mean, if you can't forgive yourself for your transgressions, how can you, forgive those that, just thought you were an asshole for so many years or whatever, I mean? And as soon as you, I'm going to use Phil Page's last name, but when you, like Bob Seger, when you turn the page, some people don't want to read that part of your book no more, and that's okay.
That is okay.
Yeah,
some people want to close it.
My door is open. My door is 100% open.
Just keep your heart open, and things will get better.
Oh, they're better. I mean, well, you know what? There's I can't remember what it was that I was watching, but there's a clinical psychologist called Jordan Peterson. He's from Canada, and he broke down some part in the Bible in Genesis, and it says that you need to go away from your family. You need to go away from your mother and father and go conquer the world, and don't look back. I can't remember what it is, but I'm just trying to sum it up.
We got another 5 minutes left to the show. I know this weekend on the 28th, Phil Page have another dynamic online show. Ain't that right, Phil?
Yep, we have the I Can't Believe It's Fall Comedy virtual Zoom show on December 28th at 8 o'clock. The link is out there, and I'm going to send the link out again so everybody can
please send it. Send it to me again, because I'm gonna have to send it to my email. So I gotta open it up that way on my laptop. So when you send it out to me on the phone, I forward it to myself in the email version, so I can open it up.
I'll send it directly to you, Reese, so you can open it up.
Yes.
And then also Friday, I'm at Sully's on 11th U at 8 o'clock.
I saw that show. I thought, look at Phil. Is that a one-man show?
No, it ain't a one-man show. I wish.
It should have been.
No,
I want to do a one-man show. I have an idea I spoke to B-Man about. So it may be coming up. It may just be coming up.
I know for a fact if Phil Page wouldn't have been given the light at the hub, I mean, he would have kept going for another half an hour. That Phil, you got skills, bro. I mean, nasty skills.
Oh, you was being nasty, Phil.
No, I wouldn't be.
No,
You was
what I'm
being
saying
nasty.
is I actually had to leave because he was so funny. I didn't want to interrupt the audience laughing, so I just looked at him throughout the window.
Okay, so we know that Phil got two shows coming up, and Friday and Saturday. Damien, what do you got coming up?
Okay, so January 31st at the Hub, which because of Phil Page, I got to give him mad props. If he didn't do a great show, I wouldn't have had residency. So I'm only pulling members. Yeah, that's it right there. It's Tony Viagra coming from Jacksonville, and there's Funny Man Green right there, and it's right next to Fort Leonard Wood.
Okay.
But we've. If I got to give mad squabbles to Phil Page because if he wasn't as fucking awesome as he was, I think the guy Pete, the owner, and you met Pete, Phil, he would have been like, nah. But no, if it wasn't for Phil Page and Brenda Brown coming out there, I don't think he would have done what he did. So I've got a lot of gratitude for what Phil is, and he's an exceptional man, and he's in love with my wife. So I got to give him that too.
Phil, watch it.
He loves God. He loves God.
Okay. Well, I got a show coming up February the 8th with DJ B, man. And that's going to be a great show. It's going to be myself with Poppy the Band as well. There it is right there. Okay, can y'all read that? Can somebody read it?
All right, I got this.
It's crazy man. Okay.
It says, Mr. Crazy. Dre, Mr. Crazy Valentine's Day. You got Althea McFarland. Hold on, I gotta switch glasses. Sorry.
That's okay.
Okay, I got it now. Hey, Molly, can you help a brother out, man? Because even these glasses ain't working. God damn it! Just, will you read down the cast line? Because that's a good one, man.
Just say my
Happy
crazy.
birthday, JoJo baby.
Mm-hmm.
The Gwen Factor, Poppy the Bear, myself, and what's the other guy name?
Guy named Jason.
Beside me, Jason.
DJ.
And who's the other guy beside me? DJ Smooth.
Yeah, you got Sandy.
DJ Smooth is gonna be a fresh fry after.
JoJo baby.
Happy birthday, over.
Yeah, hosted by.
And that's 848 Broad Street in Perryville, Maryland.
Yeah.
With DJ Brad, Beat Man.
Yeah.
$25 at the door, baby.
Yeah. They got it on event.
Hey, man, that looks like an exceptional lineup.
And really, I'm putting the box.
It is. What we're at the party.
25th.
What you say, Phil?
I said I'm putting the next barbershop show together on January 25th. We got to reach out to Dr. Clark. So
okay, you're going to do the coat.
So it's a fruit line. We're going to put a trash head over coat. And
okay.
Donated to, I guess, Pastor Clark. We got to get.
Hey, Phil, that's the coats for the homeless thing, right?
Yeah.
All right. I remember you saying something.
So I'm looking at January the 25th.
All right. So, Amari, if nobody got anything else, you can take us out. Until tomorrow, people, turn up Tuesday. Love you guys.
Love you, baby.
Love you too, Althea.
Love. Be safe down there.
I am. I'm just gonna enjoy
In
it.
this lonely ass world, it's getting colder. I'm not going nowhere if I cannot take my boat there. My mind was bred a little different, yeah, from my own past. If I see heat, why the fuck would I wanna go there? Mama, I make you smiling. Mama, your little nigga came from wildin'. Mama, always got in trouble, I was shouted. Mama, now I'm staring at shit. Mama, I'm the pilot. Mama, if I want something, I'ma go get it. Mama, swim with the sharks, piranhas, and fishes. Mama, it's so hard down here, God is my witness. Mama, I know where I'm going. Mama, I'm a fan. It's hard not knowing who is really gonna be there for me. I wish you could be here to see me the day I start touring. Shit be on my mind every second when I'm not recording. I'm waking up conversating with the Lord every morning. I mistakenly took the wrong path, I had to rewind. I fumbled trying to move too fast, I had to keep trying. Growing up, I got in trouble, told myself to keep lying. So much stress be building up, swear I be needing me time.